Man, this might be something lethal. Like a beast that can't be tamed. This the kind of rage you can't contain. Yeah, this might be something lethal. You can really see the flames. Feeling like it's borderline insane. Man, this might be something lethal. Something lethal. Yeah, this might be something lethal. Something lethal. Feel it coming. The pressure start thumping, ain't no running. It might cause a rave, all my people start jumping. You can feel the rush, it'll get your blood pumping. Okay, you better take a seat. Don't step inside the kitchen if you cannot take the heat. It's looking like a feast, guaranteed to play the streets. It's a jungle outside, tell me who can tame the beast. Something lethal, like a beast that can't be tamed. This the kind of rage you can't contain. Yeah, this might be something lethal. You can really feel the flames, feeling like it's borderline insane. Man, this might be something lethal. Something lethal. Yeah, this might be something lethal. Something lethal.
I was always into like martial arts as a kid, you know. As a kid you always see like, you know, martial art movies, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, stuff like that. I always saw grappling around here and there. I remember watching the first Ultimate Fighter when I was like 9 years old on ESPN. I was like, well, what the fuck's this? And I just did my first class when I was like 17, and then before I know it, I was like hooked immediately. First time I ever competed, I did a submission only comp back home in New Zealand, which I remember getting armbarred in 8 minutes, then having a sad drive home at the back of the car. It motivated me to get better though. I'd obviously been training so much, you know, and I'll be in the training room with like big dudes, like athletic dudes, and I could get the better of them, and I was like, oh, you know, I'm actually good at this, you know.
Oh, very nice.
I just knew I was like, if I'm technical enough to handle these bigger individuals in the gym, like, you know, maybe I can do something with this. I would say I lived a pretty miserable life back home in Auckland, you know. You could say I was going nowhere fast. Like, if I wasn't training, I was either partying or doing drugs. That was the lifestyle I was living, you know. When I first came over to compete at the end of 2017, that was my first time competing in front of my sister and my dad. I hadn't seen them for years, and obviously fucked some dudes up, and they're like, wow, you're actually good at this, like, you know, why don't you move over? I was home for like 3 days after I got back from Australia, and I was like, I messaged my sister, I was like, can you like book me a ticket, I'm coming back, you know. I grew up playing a lot of fighting games as a kid, my mid-teenage years. And you understand things, there's a meta, you know, you understand what things are high percentage, what strategies and tactics work. You see a lot with Street Fighter, you know, you have good high level guys, they're able to pick up habits instantly. Same thing coming over to Jiu Jitsu or combat sports. As soon as you get uncomfortable on the competition mat, you revert back to habits. But the idea is to be so comfortable with being uncomfortable that you can trust in your technique and your ability to problem solve on the fly. There's always that thrill, you know? Just knowing the fact that, like, hey, you're facing adversity and having physical prowess over somebody else, it's very empowering. Yes, you may go to a competition and get fucked up, you know, but you know, you may go to competitions to fuck other people up. I think the important thing to remember is like, hey, you're using that as a tool to better yourself. You need a healthy amount of fear to push you, you know? The idea of you're gonna avoid injuries it's wishful thinking, but like the reality is you're gonna get injured from time to time. Sometimes, like, you know, when I'm just sore all the time, you know, sore, tired, and hungry. Those are the three main things that I was feeling a lot, you know, and I'm like, man, is this worth this? Doing 3 trainings, you know, Monday to Friday, Monday to Saturday, you know, not really having a life, missing out on social events, gatherings, you know, not partying as much. There is no balance when you want to get good at something. When you really want to get good at something, or you're just thinking about it a lot, like, you tune everything out. If anything, I just want to have respectable jiu-jitsu, like where people are like, hey man, he's good, you know, he knows what he's doing, you know, that and being a good teacher, it really brings a smile to my face. You see some people, man, they come and they don't look very capable, you know, they don't look really confident, you know, and you see them just, you know, they put time, you know, time, effort, and you see them start progressing, you know, and you just see the confidence start coming. It's really cool. I want to be able to actually help others be better than myself, you know. Obviously the idea of the next generation of grapplers coming up, you want them to be better than what you are, so that's how I just want to be seen. Good teacher, good competitor, just all around good cunt.
He as well always puts himself out there to compete with whichever level, you know, travels to compete. always exposes himself, doesn't shy away, doesn't shy from that. And it's a little bit weird as well, yeah? And it's gonna be my first, actually, our first black belt. So,